Good morning, it's Tuesday and we're in 1 Samuel chapters 26 and 27. Chapter 26 is all about a game of cat and mouse between Saul and David. Saul has decided he must kill David and he's out with his army of around 3,000 men trying to catch David. And they're playing cat and mouse either side of a mountain. A bit comical really, one army is on one side, one army is on the other. Well, when they've camped for the night, David decides to go down into the camp and see Saul. And the Lord puts Saul's army into a deep sleep. David comes into the camp, takes away Saul's spear and Saul's water container, and then retreats to a safe distance and wakes up his enemy. And then there's a conversation between Saul and David, which ends in Saul accepting David as his future king once Saul has died. And in verse 25 it says, from Saul, "May you be blessed, my son David. You will do great things and surely triumph." So this is Saul's acceptance of David as his heir, and as a result Saul then returns home and David goes on his way. At this point, David seems to take a strange decision. He decides to go and live with the Philistines. He's fed up of being chased around Israel by Saul, so he decides, I'll go and live with my enemies, I'll be safer there. And he lives for a while with a king before moving to a smaller kingdom within the Philistine group of kings and living in a town called Ziklag. And from there he goes out raiding, and he tells the local king that he's raiding the Israelites when in effect he's raiding Israel's enemies. And he builds up his army's skill and financial status. They get lots of plunder and flocks, so David becomes wealthy, as do his men. But was this really the right decision? He's gone and lived with the enemy. So has he gone over to the dark side? Has he backslid? Is he away from God during this period? There is a lot of debate within the commentaries I've skimmed through about whether David is really following God's path here. And in a later chapter we'll see perhaps a consequence of the actions he took while living with the Philistines. But my question to you today is, are there areas of life where you're not quite living, or it appears you're living one way, but really you're living another? Are there things that you need to sort out with God and get things straight in your life? So I'd encourage you to reflect on your own walk and confess to God if there's anything that needs straightening out. It doesn't have to be complicated. You just need to talk to God, confess it, and move on. Have a good day, and we'll catch up again tomorrow. Thanks, bye.